Just when I think I'm done talking about Mario Kart World, something just pulls me back in, and this time it was Kirby just sucking in everything up from Mario Kart World and making it to where Mario Kart World is now a game where, honestly, I really don't understand how it's an $80 game, and that's the game that they're having this $80 price thing at. And especially after the comments of Doug Bowser talking about how there's variable pricing or whatever, it's really, really odd that Mario Kart World is $80 and Kirby Air Riders is $70. And it honestly feels like every single thing in Kirby Air Riders just does what Mario Kart World did better. You could argue that it doesn't have the intermission track stuff, but personally, I don't care about 100 some odd tracks that are basically just a straight line. And that might sound really mean to talk about it that way, but the intermission tracks honestly don't feel like anything. And that's my biggest gripe with Mario Kart World, is that you're stuck doing intermission tracks. They clearly want you to do intermission tracks. It's the entire gimmick of the Mario Kart World thing. And they want you to do it so much so that they don't even allow you to have an option for online when people have showed that they don't want to do that. People have shown that they just want to play online versus races. That's what they want to do. They showed it by hitting random. That's how they did it. And then Nintendo saw that and they were like, well, yeah, I mean, we didn't intend for it to be that way. We want you to play this way, so we changed it. I mean, I don't know exactly what went through their heads. I mean, they could have been looking at it as, that's not how we intended it. We're going to change it and try to make it to where we can hit like a middle ground where people are okay with it. But it's seeming like they're just very gung-ho on, no, we made the game this way. We want you to play it that way. And in some ways, I respect Nintendo for that, because it's like, hey, this is what we made. This is how we want you to play it. This is our vision. We want you to follow our vision. Like, I do get it and respect it, but I mean, sometimes I wish that they would just hit a point where they go, okay, like, people really aren't feeling this. Let's put an option there, because that's the thing. I don't know if it's that they believe in this method so much that they're like, no, we'll make them play this way and they'll see over time that it's enjoyable, or if they're just gung-ho on that, no, this is our vision and that's it. Because I feel like they don't want to put an option because they know that a majority of people are gonna choose to not do intermission tracks. So I don't know what their exact reasoning is on if it's just purely their vision or if they just really believe in this method, but it's something that I find, and other people find as well, unenjoyable. Or at the very least, don't force us to do it. And that's pretty much the only thing that I can think of, for the most part, that Kirby Air Riders does not have, that Mario Kart World has, and for some reason Mario Kart World is the game that is $80. And you might be thinking, well, 70 and 80, I mean, it's only a $10 difference. But my thing is that how is this the game that they're seeing as like the premium service game? That's where I'm confused. Graphically, I think Kirby Air Riders looks better. I think the character roster, the way that they have it set up, the cosmetics and everything, all of that seems better. The way the unlockables work seems better. It has a checklist thing that works like achievements. That already gives you more incentive to play the game. The currency you get in the game, you can actually visually see and actually spend it. In Mario Kart World, you're just blindly getting coins and you're unlocking carts over time, and then that's it. And the only way to know how many coins you even have is as you unlock stickers. So even if I just made up my own thing to do in Mario Kart World, and I'm like, well, I want to get the max amount of coins you can get, I'd have to hope that there's a sticker that allows me to see that, because otherwise there's no way for me to know. Which is crazy, because Mario Kart 8 had a stats list that would show you that. Mario Kart 8 had a stats list that would show you way more, actually. Mario Kart World, you pretty much can't see anything unless you get a sticker for it. So even if you made your own made-up things to go for in Mario Kart World to give you a reason to hop back on the game, there isn't even a real good way to see stats. And then even when it comes to the variety, it feels like there's more variety in game modes when it comes to Kirby Air Riders. And even though the amiibo are a lot of money and I don't think I'm going to be getting them, there's amiibo functionality in Kirby Air Riders. Mario Kart World doesn't have any amiibo functionality at all. And that's something that Mario Kart 8 did have. That's actually wild when I think about it, that they didn't even carry over the whole Mii thing. It was a pretty neat little option that you could choose. And they're clearly not going away from Mii's because you can still access them through the Switch menus. So to me, there's really no reason that they didn't have them. So in some ways, there's less stuff than what Mario Kart 8 had. Kirby Air Riders is already looking to take what Mario Kart World had and just did it better. But somehow Mario Kart World is the premium go-to game that's $80. I really hope this is a one and done. I hope that they did this $80 thing and they saw the backlash and they see how people are talking about it and they go, yeah, we can't do this again. Because in my mind, they are not looking into if it's actually valued at 80. I think they just saw it as, yeah, it's Mario Kart, it's gonna sell. I hate to say this, but it honestly feels like someone had left a comment on one of my videos, and I think that this might be what happened. They had commented and said something along the lines of that, it feels like Mario Kart World was a concept that they had, and they were too far in when they realized that it didn't really work out the way they wanted. And that's kind of how it feels like. And what's unfortunate is I think the cost of the game might have also been a little bit too much for the scope of what they were doing. And it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. And they're like, well, we're not gonna budge on this. So they sold it for 80. Or it could have just had to do with the bundle, because it could get people to rush out and get a Switch 2 bundle, because Mario Kart World is 50 in that bundle. I don't know if that's why they did it, to try to get people to rush out to get the Switch 2 bundle without thinking too much about it, because they wanted to save money. I have no idea. But I really hope that when it comes to pricing, they have a better look at what they're doing. Because I am baffled that Mario Kart World is set at 80 and Kirby Air Riders is set at 70. Now, with me saying that, I don't want Kirby Air Riders to be 80, but my point is that if they were doing this variable pricing thing, sure, maybe they'd say Mario Kart would sell more than a Kirby racing game, and that could have justified their pricing. But when we're looking at just pure content, Kirby Air Riders blows Mario Kart World right out of the water. To me, it's not even close. Mario Kart 8 I played for a very long time. Mario Kart World I've already dropped. So I hope as time goes on, they change how they look into their pricing, and hopefully Mario Kart World is just an outlier and that's the only one that's 80, because I don't think they're really looking at the value of the game when it comes to the pricing in terms of content that's there. It feels like they just wrote out the fact that it's a Mario Kart title and it would sell. But I am beyond hyped for Kirby Air Riders, and it already seems like it's going to be delivering, and I cannot wait to play it. There's always that slim chance we get it and it just sucks and we're like, wow, I mean, what were we even talking about? But I honestly doubt it. The game looks amazing. But let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Do you think Mario Kart World's price is ridiculous, especially when looking at Kirby Air Riders? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for future content, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.